Hello, I'm Ariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into this really snatched smoky eye. It's like a playoff of the faded wing with an inner corner wing, and this is like a super dramatic look. So if you have any occasion that you're going to that calls for something like this, drop it in the comments because I would love to know where you're wearing this to. But this is like one of the darker looks that I would wear, and it also just really uplifts your eyes, which is really pretty, and also brings out your eye color, whatever eye color you have. So this is more of a neutral look, and we're going in with the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 palette. All of the specs will be in the description below. So the first thing that I'm doing is creating the transition crease shade area. So I'm taking these two shades together and I'm mixing them together. These shades are actually, they show up a little bit darker than they look in the pan and on the palette. So I'm taking a really small blending brush. This is like a tapered, skinny blending brush. This allows me to stay in a small space while kind of creating a blended area. So I'm basically taking those two shades and I'm creating the crease area with this. I'm basically like defining the crease. I'm just creating the shape and then buffing out, going up toward the brow bone. So this is going to give us some definition in our crease, making our lid space a little bit bigger as an illusion, and just creating a base to work around when we're going in for this kind of snatched smoky eye. So then I went in with this like taupe shade. This is not like pure white, but it's like almost the second to lightest shade that they have in this palette. I wanted to go lighter up toward the brow bone because there is a lot of darkness happening toward the lash line. So then I went in with this white shade. This is like pure white, and I'm going ahead and highlighting the brow bone with this as well. So I kind of wanted to have a lot of light going on at the top because the lash line is going to be pretty dark. And then I'm taking the Makeup Revolution pencil liner and I'm creating the wing. So I just want to say that my wing came out a little bit thicker than I wanted it to. So if you don't want like such a thick, black, dark, large, thick wing, then just be mindful of the initial wing that you're creating with the pencil liner. So the bigger and thicker you create the base, which is this, it's just going to get thicker from there because we are going on top of it with eyeshadow and blending it out, which is going to make it a little bit wider and a little bit thicker. So here I'm going ahead and just placing the black eyeshadow on top of that. This is to give it a little bit more blackness and also just kind of buff out the edges so we can blend in some more eyeshadow because we are going for like that faded wing look. So I'm just going ahead and packing that on to the initial pencil liner that I put on my eye, and I'm using a really short compact brush for this, and I am just kind of like packing it on. So as you can see, the wing got a little bit thicker than the initial pencil liner wing because I'm trying to make it nice and consistent in the pigment, so like the same shade of black and the same consistency of black throughout the whole wing. And then I'm going in with this dark brown shade to further fade it out and buff it out to like transition it into a faded wing. So it's just getting thicker and thicker, so just be mindful of that. But if you do like the thickness of the wing and how it came out, definitely go ahead and go for it. The last shade that I went in with to blend out the edges and to buff out the top of the wing was this like taupe-ish shade. So this was a little bit lighter than it was like actually like 2 or 3 shades lighter than the dark brown, but I didn't want to go in with something closer to the dark brown because then that would make the wing that much thicker. So I just tried to blend it in as much as I can, and it came out pretty okay. So the last thing that I did was take this taupe shade. This is the same shade that we used right before the brow bone highlight, and I'm just going to go ahead and set the inner corner of my eye as well as like the lid area that we didn't touch yet, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended and seamless, and just to make sure that we didn't miss anything. So the last thing that I went ahead and did was clean up the wing. So it's totally fine if your wing looks a little blurry while you are creating it. This step is going to make sure that it's nice and sharp, also that it's symmetrical with your other eye. So this is a step that I do not skip. And then I went in with the inner corner wing. So I'm using the black pencil liner to create this. I think that pencil liners are much more forgiving when you're creating an inner corner wing, especially if it's not something that you do often or don't have a lot of practice with. So you can just keep kind of going in and checking to see what it looks like. And you can also clean it up with concealer after if you do make a mistake, if it's a little bit too big or if you don't like the shape. So I basically just took the pencil liner and extended the upper lash line and created an imaginary point of if my lower and upper lash line was meeting, and just kind of extending it. And then again, you can clean it up with concealer if you want it to be shorter or longer or more pointy or whatever. And then I went ahead and put some black liner in my lower waterline and went ahead and smoked that out with some dark brown eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with some lashes. I'm using these TikTok shop lashes. They are by Lashton. They're super cute. I only used like one cluster toward the end of my eyes, and then I went in with mascara on the lower lash line, and this is the final look. You can definitely go ahead and use some strip lashes if you'd like. I feel like that would definitely add some more volume and drama, but I was kind of going for like a natural snatched eyeliner thing. I'm not sure. I didn't want too much lashes to kind of overpower because there was a lot going on here, but definitely do what you feel is best and what you are comfortable with and what you like. So let me know what you guys think about this look. Let me know where you would wear this to. If you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.